All right, hey guys, this is Dr. Steve Mortazavi, or Dr. Smort, owner and developer of Valley Wellness Center in Allentown, Pennsylvania. As many of you know, we have an in-club golf lab, which includes unlimited use of our simulator as well as outdoor putting green for an additional monthly fee. For many of you that have not been familiar with this, I'd like to just give you a quick YouTube tutorial on how to work the simulator in case you come in and nobody's here. Of course, any of our salespeople would be available to answer any questions when they're here, so feel free to ask me or any of the salespeople how it works. If you come in and the computer's not on and the simulator's not on, all you do is grab the remote control that's on the desk, point it and push that top left button right there. If you power that and project it, aim at the projector, everything turns on and you'll basically see this. Once you get to this screen over here, all you do is launch the Element 6 Golf. Double click on that and that'll bring up the software, which is called Full Swing. It'll load up here. Takes a minute or so to load. It's also showing on the screen as well. There's also sound effects, so you may have heard that, but the simulator has sound of birds chirping and sounds of nature while you're playing golf, either on an 18-hole course or for practice. So basically you can play a course or you can practice. We don't really use these other two features. If you play, you can have a new round of golf. You can create a user account. So you'd create a user account. In my case, I've already had one, so you can say log on, and I'll just enter my credentials and hit OK. And then my password, then OK. And now I'm signed on as Smort. You can also just play as a guest. You can change the tees from which you play at to championship, pros, or amateurs. So we go ahead and play the amateur tee box over here. You can decide what course you want to play. Let's go ahead and play Bethpage Black. All right. And you have different settings. So sometimes it's a little tricky to putt. So I usually go over here to gimmies inside of 6 feet. I give myself everything inside of 10 feet. Golf is a tough enough game. Give yourself everything inside of 10 feet, please. Don't get upset on the putting. There's a lot of other settings here that most of the time you don't have to change any of these other settings. And then you can just go ahead, decide what holes you want to play. It's defaulted to all 18 holes. You can just play the front 9, the back 9, all 18. You can take away some holes if you want, unselect them. But for the most part, if we just play 18, it'll also print out a scorecard after you're done in the sales area. If you're interested, you can print out your scorecard. It doesn't take long to play because if you're especially by yourself, because you don't have to walk anywhere. So you can play a round of golf in probably about 45 minutes or so. Let's go ahead here and hit start. So now what you see over here is probably going to be just a little bit easier to see on the screen here, but you can see it if I dim the lights. I like to dim the lights when I play in here, and now you can see the course behind me. This is the first hole at Bethpage Black, and I can hear the birds chirping. Okay, so I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I'll go ahead and rest the camera over here for a moment. And it may be a little tough to see in the video, but you just put the ball anywhere in this lit up area over here, and it's very realistic. And you'll see the ball traveling on the right side over here down the fairway. I didn't even quite make it to the fairway, maybe a little weak shot I'm in the rough. So my club face was a little bit closed. That was my distance. It shows all the metrics here. You can give yourself a mulligan if you're not happy with that shot. A lot of different settings over here. The other thing I like to do mainly in here is go ahead and practice. So let's go ahead and exit this current round. You can replay it again. You can give yourself a mulligan. You can skip to the next hole, but let's exit the round. And again, somebody will be here to answer any questions you have. One of our salespeople or front desk people are all trained on how to use the Full Swing Golf Simulator. So let's go to the practice round over here, and let's just go to the driving range. You can select, do you want the tee to be 150 down the middle, which is the default? Okay, so by default, it's 150 yards down the middle. You can look at all your statistics over here. You can give yourself a little bit of wind. You can change the wind speed, give yourself a little bit of wind there from the northeast, whatever you want to do. It's very customizable to your preference. And again, here's the hole over here. You can hit mostly any club in the bag, including sand wedges, and you can putt. It has a chipping and a putting area as well. When you're done, like I said, you have the option to print your scorecard in the sales area. You can play up to 2, even 4 people really could play in here if they're all golf members. We do monthly fees, and we also do a la carte at pay as you go, but most people pay the monthly fee, and then you have unlimited use to this. Appointments are recommended, as if somebody else is in here, you could either see if you could join them, or you may have to wait if there's somebody else in here. So we do recommend appointments. We have a lot more questions, I'm sure. I'd be happy to answer anything. And thank you very much for your attention. Give us a call at 610-443-2221 or visit us online at www.valleywellnesscenter.co. See you there. Thanks, gang.